Hello and welcome to another update video about gold. Gold is certainly highly interesting at the moment. I mean, it is going up further. This fits very well with my long-term expectation that has been on the chart for over a year now, actually since I started to analyze gold. I think it was pretty much a year ago when I announced that I believe the price is going to go into this area. I always said it should not drop below $1,600, otherwise we're going into a different long-term scenario, and that could see the price drop much more. Wouldn't be good for the gold market. Then, as anticipated, the price did turn around in this area, and you know, it's moving up, which is really good. So looking basically here at the 8-hour or the daily chart, this all fits together very well, and my assumption is still that we should make a new all-time high as a result of this. So I would expect the price to reach the area between 2,500, at least 2,500 I would say. Now that can take various weeks or even months to play out. It is moving, however, without a strong retracement, and that is really in all likelihood, well, unlikely. It is extremely unlikely. What I have to say though, that whenever I expected here a pullback, and I did expect a pullback already a couple of times, it never broke the key support level. Yeah, few people were a bit upset because that pullback never came, but to be honest, we are in an uptrend, and the uptrend is going as long as it goes. Yeah, these can always extend out further, stretch out further, and a pullback is just likely. You know, a pullback is just likely. We never saw one, but that's why I always give you confirmation levels, and we never broke those confirmations. Had we done that and not seen that pullback, I could understand that some people might be a bit upset, but even then, you know, I don't control the markets here. What we can only do is upgrading the support levels, yeah, and basically communicate that obviously as we are now in this uptrend, as long as certain support levels are holding, which are based on the Fibonacci supports and based on the wave counts, we can obviously continue with the trend to the upside. Now, this count, which I showed you in the previous video, I showed you two counts. This one here, I told you that it will I think above 1920, I said I can't really uphold that any longer. It is theoretically still possible, but with that breakout here out of the wedge, it's now getting very unlikely that this is still this particular count here. Again, it's theoretically still possible, but we would really need to turn around imminently. Then you would have something that's called a throw over, something which often actually happens towards the end of such a wave, 5 here, of wave 1 in this case, that you get a quick fake out and then break down. However, I currently see no indication that gold wants to do that. Therefore, I'm going to take it off the chart, well knowing that if it breaks down now, this is the count. So I will bring it back next time if the price is turning around now. But for evidence that this is breaking down now and really coming down, I would want to see at least a break below this swing low here at 1828. So, okay, so this count, basically I'll take it off the chart. I did give you another count in the last video and mentioned if we push even higher, this will probably have to be the preferred count. But I just find it, yeah, I just find it quite unlikely that gold is going to do the direct path here without any significant retracement or pullback. I mean, this is really, yeah, really unusual, I have to say. Okay, so this count would, I just need to find this count would assume that we had a wave 1 here and a wave 2 here. Also, I find this highly, yeah, I don't want to say, it just doesn't really fit together. Something's odd here with this, yeah, because I can't, it would really surprise me if gold manages this path to the upside without any stronger retracements. So again, this would be a 1-2, and we would then push higher. Than we had basically here another smaller 1-2 setup, would now be in a wave 3 of 3. So let me just show you that actually on the chart. We would have then here another, that would be some kind of a leading diagonal as well. 1, 2 would even push higher now in a third of a third. There will be a fourth and a fifth. But also here we should soon see some kind of a pullback. Let me just change the wave degree. Maybe also the color. I mean, with this count, yeah, we could now say that as long as we're holding here this wave 2 low now, which is at 1829, we can obviously go higher. And the target for this would eventually be sort of in the $2,000, in the beginning of the $2,000 region, somewhere here actually. Yeah, you would actually see this wave 3 to get close to the $2,000 level. Then there should be a 4 and another 5. And only after that we should see the strong move down. But yeah, something's a bit strange around this count, because it is a very unlikely count. Yeah, the other one, which was in my opinion much more likely, probably also doesn't work out because we're pushing a little bit too high. So yeah, it is certainly very interesting to observe this, but also on the other hand, a little bit concerning that we don't really get any kind of strong pullback. What could be the case, yeah, what could be the case, and I would have to change the higher level count for that. And this is something that we all need to be aware of, and because of the strange structure here to the upside, this came into my mind, and I looked at it today and I thought, well, okay, maybe, yeah, maybe. This count, I just need to think how this would be structured. It would need to be some kind of a larger A wave down here. Yeah, so basically an A, B, C, and A. Then we would now push up in a massive B wave, a corrective wave structure, because I thought about it, because it just doesn't really fit together here. And then we could see another wave C down. So that's just a risk that we have. And with this count, we certainly need to be observing the area, well, yeah, in which the price is now. It has now broken above the 61.8 retracement at 1909 and is now on its way to 1988. I mean, a B wave can also be overshooting, so it's getting tricky here. Yeah. What you need to be aware is just simply, I think, we don't need to make it more complicated than it already is. As long as we hold these relevant support levels, and I will update these support levels in every video, as long as that's the case, we can focus on higher. And the relevant support level here is now the 1830 level. Yeah, I mean, if you go into the micro, depending on what time frame you're trading here, you might even be looking at this swing low, which is 1872. Breaking below that would be already an indication that it's coming down, but the wave 2 low is for me the relevant one here. Yeah, okay, and that's my update about gold. So it will be interesting going forward. It will be interesting. Primarily, I assume that the overall bear market low is already in due to the strength with which it is moving up, and also because it fits quite well together with my higher level wave count and expectation. It's just that the lower level structure here doesn't really work out. I also talked to another really good Elliott wave analyst last few days about gold, and also he we talked about these counts, and also he couldn't really come up with anything different, and we are a bit confused by this count. But let's see where this is going to land. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.